Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shirtless Plantain Show. As always, I'm your host, Tosin. You do not have Coach with you today. Today is a different Nigerian. It's Tommy. And if you listen to Manchester United Edition, you know who Tommy is. If you don't, Tommy, introduce yourself to the people. Let the people know who you are.
Hello. I'm Tommy. Sadly, I'm a United. Matter of fact, I'm a fan of the game. And if you've listened to the United version, you know me. Again, if you haven't, nice to meet you. I'm here to have fun and talk football.
Yeah, we brought Tommy up from the little leagues, and now we're in the big leagues. Well, United's not little leagues. Ruben Amorim, little league. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to curse as much, but I hate Ruben Amorim. And you remember that video? That video went viral, and the guy was just like, "We can both lose our life." That's how I felt.
Bro, like that's literally like let's meet up and let's die about it. Let's meet up. You love that three in the back formation so much. Die about it.
Die about it. This is what you're really about. Welcome to the draw came out. I was going to say one thing about that whole entire thing. It felt like chaos. Like
it was chaos.
Seeing Lauren Hill and all that, it felt like chaos.
It was just a mess. It felt gross. After a while I turned it off. I was like, I'll just see the groups when they come out. It felt gross. I'm like, this is not normal. Please, let's stop.
I do want to give a big shout out to Samantha Johnson. That's the homie. She was on stage with who else was the co-host with? Who else was? Oh, Rio. It was Samantha and Rio. So I don't know why
Rio.
Yeah. So the lovely black lady, Samantha Johnson.
That black woman.
Yes, we love black women on this podcast. So shout out to Samantha Johnson. Before we move on to the games that happened this weekend, as we always do, cover every single big league. What was the game of the tournament that you're looking forward to? Or games in the tournament you're looking forward to?
Games in the tournament. Again, this is just like a little bit of nostalgia. The Mexico South Africa opening. South Africa opening game. That was the opening game in the tournament hosted in South Africa. You guys know that goal. So just a rehashing of the vibes. I would love to see it. Mbappe and Haaland play each other in the group stages, so that'll be nice. Also, underrated, England's group is not as straightforward as people think. Like, I think they will get through, but it will be like a little bit of a battle and there's chance for them to be like taken. So I do want to see England versus Turkey because I think Turkey's in a group, and I feel like the Turkish forwards can cause some shaky feelings. So I'm just looking around for that mainly.
I'm going to tell you this right now. Somebody who's watched a lot of World Cup in my life, Turkey always going to disappoint you, okay? I remember 2002, everyone thought Turkey's going to be this dark horse. Stop believing in Turkey, bro. Turkey don't even believe in Turkey, okay?
That's why they changed their name, Turkey.
Oh, they're Turkey.
They're trying to wash away.
Yeah.
They're trying to wash away the stench. It won't work.
Yeah. I mean, they got Kenan Yildiz, who I think is phenomenal. We'll talk about him later on.
What a baller.
What an absolute ridiculous footballer Kenan Yildiz is. I'm just trying to take a look at England's group right now to see who I think is going to be hard for England. And it's Croatia, Ghana, Panama.
Oh, Turkey not in that group?
No, it's England, Croatia, Ghana, Panama.
No,
Turkey are in the... Did they even qualify?
No, did they? I thought they did.
No.
But that's what... Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like... Stop believing in Turkey.
I'm tweaking.
They're in the playoffs. Okay, so they're
okay.
Romania, Slovakia, Kosovo. In that group would be USA, Paraguay, Australia, and then either Turkey, Romania, or Slovakia.
That's what I was thinking. It was the U.S. The U.S. This should be a straight... Yes, it should be a straightforward group from them, but it won't. Oh my! I said England. It's Turkey. U.S. Thank you.
Wrong colonizer, my brother. Wrong colonizer.
Literally.
I'm looking at Portugal, Colombia. That should be a fun game.
How far do you think Portugal go?
They're not going to go far. Cristiano Ronaldo has not scored in a World Cup knockout stage. So I'm even shocked.
I'm not going to lie.
Soil.
Like, with the way they played the last World Cup, I could see them making it like a quarterfinals, but that team just doesn't fill me with hope, especially if they keep running with the CR7 as striker. Like, you have to make the tough decision.
It's so funny because they look so much better without him. That's the best.
Way better.
Yeah.
Way better.
Let's talk about Spain, Uruguay. That's a very interesting thing for me because it's a clash of styles. But Brazil, Morocco to start off Group C.
That's gonna be a good one.
Woo!
That's
That is,
gonna be a good one.
and I got one more for you. You said nostalgia 2010. I'm gonna give you real nostalgia. 2002 World Cup, Senegal versus France. Senegal beat France
Yeah,
1-0. Play again.
I
Yep.
remember kicking them, knocked them out the group stages, right? Yep,
Mm,
I need that.
France imploded in that tournament, man. This is when
Yeah,
those of you who were not familiar with France national team used to be dysfunctional, very very dysfunctional.
dysfunctional. They used to be run like a bunch of warlords,
Yeah,
like
94 World
literally.
Cup. 94 World Cup didn't qualify. 98 they won. 2002 they got knocked out. 2006 it was a headbutt from Zidane in the final. Remember that. 2010 Patrice Evra decided to be
A
a
coup.
war. Him and Anelka decided to throw a coup. And then you have 2014. I can't remember what happened to them in 2014, but 2018 they won. 2022 they collapsed. But we'll see what France does. I think Mbappe does break the World Cup record this
Oh
year.
yeah,
He's gonna have
not easily. I think
real.
he got it.
Yeah. But my brother, let's talk about the Premier League. We are going to start off in England this weekend. Sorry for the long-winded introduction, but
Intro.
Premier League. Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 1. This game was very, very exciting. Aston Villa are surging right now. 5 wins in a row for them. Looks like all you got to do is coach and platform your players well. Who would know?
So easy.
Good. Mikel Arteta has a poor record against Unai Emery. I don't know what's going on with that. But he seems to cannot get the best out of Unai Emery. It's very interesting. But question for you. Are Arsenal tired? And do you think like the injuries have really hurt Arsenal? Like what do you think is going on with them?
They're missing three. Was it 3 or 4 center backs?
Gabriel, Saliba, Mosquera.
Muscara, and then someone else. Was Muscara the one that got injured lately, right?
He got injured
So
lately.
yeah, yeah. So those injuries are definitely like I don't want to take anything away from Villa, but yes, the injuries are definitely catching up. And also like there was a lot of like chopping and changing going on in the team right now. So it's not like as copacetic as like the synergy is not there yet. I think that definitely played into a factor. Plus, like you said, going away to Villa is not an easy match. Like you said, Villa started off the season. They didn't score a goal for the first 4 or 5 games, but they kept working at it. Found for what clicked for them. So now they've become a hard team, especially with like they're a pretty physical team too, especially in the midfield. So that's another thing. Arsenal is very not susceptible, but once you start beating up Zubimendi and going like and matching Giddy Giddy with Rice, as hard as it may be, you disrupt them a little bit. And Villa is just a perfect catalyst for that. So injuries, tiredness, and then fighting and then meeting your match definitely played a factor into that.
Matty Cash's goal is really good.
Yeah.
Trossard's goal was again Bukayo Saka is just amazing. But they're winning from Buendia. Buendia is a guy who's supposed to be out in the summertime. Remember they had that whole thing when Buendia was going to leave.
Leverkusen too, yeah.
But then here's the thing I tell people all the time about coaching. Coaching matters because you platform your players well and you bring them back into the fold. They score winners like that. One thing for me, Gyökeres does not look good, man. He looks heavy and slow.
It's my thing with him, like you said, he has the I think physically he is good. Like he's okay. But it's his runs. If you watch him, like you can't you people I'll use a perfect example. Again, not everyone is Holland. But people love saying, oh, Holland scores tap in. You know Holland was caught last week offsides for the first time in the Premier League in like a year. Movement matters, especially as a striker. For me, with Gyökeres, it's his movement. It's putrid, especially once you get in the box. Like you said, you have players like Saka, you have Odegaard, you have Eze. So the ball, there's a chance of the ball coming to you. You need to be aware. But his movement just doesn't inspire anything, and he's not good enough with the ball at his feet to negate that. So I think it's just a big mess. Like you said, it's clunky. He's not clicked. I don't know.
Yeah, but right now, you guys should go listen to Coach's Edition. The Arsenal edition is out now. So don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe on every single thing that we do. Like we tell you on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all of that. Not Facebook yet, but Instagram, all that stuff. Listen to Arsenal edition with Coach. They have their own thoughts and feelings on that. Let's talk about Everton 3-0. Everton got their game off and they're more clinical. That's really the long and short of it. Tino Barry got his first goal. Very happy for him.
I'm happy for him.
Yeah, he's been working, man. He's been working, man. Dewsbury Hall sealed the points with his goal, so good for Everton. They got 3 points. Newcastle 2, Burnley 1. Newcastle took advantage of 10-man Burnley. Bruno Guimaraes and Anthony Gordon got a penalty in the first half.
No, well, his goal. Yeah, he scored an Olympico, right?
Who?
Wasn't it a Bruno Guimaraes that scored the Olympic goal, or was that the
I don't think it was
for
Olympic goal.
Newcastle?
No.
Oh shit, I'm tweaking.
No, wasn't in this game.
All right.
But in the second half, Burnley had a penalty in the 94th minute. Some good news for Newcastle. Johan Wissa's back. He made his debut today. Well, Newcastle debut for them. So good for Johan Wissa. Man City 3, Sunderland 0. Might take a little bit of time with this one, but this was an ass whooping. Just an all around.
It was a beatdown.
Yeah.
Like, it was just a beatdown. And this like, you just know as soon as December, January, February comes, that's when Man City go on their little 13, 12, 10 plus game win streak. And I think that it's starting because they've been looking like they're still a little shaky in defense, but God, that attack is ugh.
When Pep said that this is when the Premier League starts, it's like, yeah, it's always been like that. Once it gets cold outside, you as a human being, you don't want to be outside. That's when the Premier League starts. That's when the NFL starts. That's when real sports starts. When it's really, really cold outside and you want to be outside, yeah. Ruben Diaz, his goal. You could tell Maya Jama was in the building. Men only shoot like that when your girlfriend's in the building or you got a baddie.
He's not wrong, bro. He's not wrong.
You remember when Jordan Poole tried to, when he saw some baddies and he locked in?
Listen, that man locked in, dropped like 25 and a quarter. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, and listen, this goes for gender neutral. If you like men, if you like women, whatever you like, if you see a baddie in the building, you're going to turn up. And that's what
you lock in. It's the law. It's the law. Even, no matter what level, you're playing in high school, you're playing in club, you're playing in college, whatever. As soon as you see a baddie, you're like, all right, hold on. Watch this real quick.
You start doing moves and dribbles that you didn't even know you had.
You got to.
Josko Guardiola got a second with a header in the first half. Foden had a third goal, but it was a great header from Foden. Amazing. But what Cherki was doing to those Sunderland defenders all game, I have to call Interpol. I have to call police. I have to call Alopa. I have to call everybody because Cherki was a terrorist against those Sunderland defenders.
And this is the Cherki that everyone talks about, the wonder kid, who he's still 22, I think, by the way. So he's still pretty young. Like, all the talent that was promised, he's been shown it in flashes. He was consistent. Let me not say it was consistent in League on, but like since he's come to the league, he's been shown it in flashes. But yesterday's game, like, he's also been improving. But yesterday's game was a consistent assault. I'm like, damn.
What a player.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, and Cherki had a Rabona, man. That Rabona was just nasty. And it was so fluid. And Pep talked about it after the game. They said, always got to stick to the basics. Pep, listen, we love genius and artists, okay? We love cinema. We love movies. We love good art. That is an artist right there, okay? Let the artist art. And you be a coach and enjoy what you're seeing.
Exactly. Give that boy a paintbrush and let him go.
Have fun. But I think City's going to win it again, bro. They're a juggernaut, man. They're absolute juggernaut. And Pep didn't sign any captains on purpose.
He didn't. And my thing is, like, Arsenal had such a head start. Like, there was Arsenal. You guys actually can't fumble this. Genuinely, I know. First of all, the 20. Remember when they were on top for the table for like 90% of the league and lost? That was unforgivable. I think this one may be even more unforgivable because the Premier League is so ass right now.
It is
Arsenal the best team in the world right now. They should be running away with this. And if they don't win this, oh God.
Yeah. Tottenham beat Brentford 2-0. Much needed win for Tottenham. Brentford hit a skid. Goal and assist was Xavi Simons. Got a first assist to Richarlison, which was a decent finish, and then he had his goal, second goal. So his performance so far. What do you think about him in this game?
This game was good. This game, I think, it was very good. This is the Xavi Simons that people was saying was worth 75 million. Like, you know, he's a spark. He's a spark plug. He can make anything happen in and around the box. And, like, he's not consistent, but he's the type of player you're willing to, I don't want to say put up with, but the type of player you're willing to, you know, give time. Because, you know, once he clicks, once he hits, it's a rocket ship. But he just doesn't have the consistency. That's what keeps him from being higher, from not being at Tottenham.
Yeah. Question for you that you wanted to talk about: Mohamed Kudus? Question mark.
I think he's been one of the more underrated signings. Like I don't think he scored, but he's second or first in the league for assists with like 5. And he won't give you a goal and assist every game, but he'll give you a solid performance. He'll take players on, he'll create chances, who'll trouble defenders, who'll get shots off. And I think they signed him for was it 50 million or less? I don't think Kudus was that expensive.
I can double check for you. I know it was like around 60 something because
Okay,
everybody
60. Okay, yeah, so 60. When they're like in the
55.
55. I think that's a very good signing. And he can play down the middle if Xavi Simons needs a break, or he can play off the right, and he can even play off the left. He can play across that front three. He's fast, he's strong, and he delivered a much needed, especially with James Madison out and losing home and Son. There's a lot of attacking output that needed to be replaced, and he's on his way creating. He didn't score. He hasn't scored yet, like I said, but the performances are something that's been consistent. So I like him.
You know what's crazy? You can get 55 million for Kudus. You can also get 55 million for Mason Mount. And
Why?
Kudus has scored twice for Tottenham, by the way, in the Premier League.
Oh, twice. Okay.
Yeah.
See? Baller,
Yeah.
man.
Bournemouth, they played Chelsea. That was 0-0. There's nothing really to take away from this game other than the fact that Liam Delap is a wrestler and he's out for 6 days.
Liam Delap is not that man. I remember I tweeted it. That man is a perfect 5th to 9th place team striker. Like get you a cool 15 goals in a season and you call it a day. Propping this guy up as like to be able to lead Chelsea. He can't even back up Chelsea because I feel like if you're a backup for a top club, you have to be able to come in and score or create something like that. Liam Delap is not giving you that. And also Chelsea, they play to their opponents. That's it. That's who they are. They're just not. They're not nothing.
Liverpool and Leeds was 3-3. Utter chaos. Liverpool was up 2-0. Then it was 2-2. Then it was 3-2. And Tanaka scored and made it 3-3. Just this game is Barkley's personified. Just foolishness up and down from both teams. Nobody wanted to defend. But I will want to say one thing about Daniel Farker. And this is the bare minimum I want from any coach. He, last couple of games, has changed up Leeds' formation. They now have been playing the 3-5-2. But they've been platforming their players in different ways. They pack the midfield, have their wing backs, and then they have 3 strikers up top. And then at some point, he switched to a back 4. And it's like a manager is supposed to be proactive, never reactive. And that's the one praise I can give to Daniel Farker was he was very proactive. He never sat on his haunches, and he got the point that he needed. But Mohamed Salah, man, he had some comments after the game. I'm not going to read you Salah's comments, but yeah, man, it's looking like a rocky divorce between Liverpool and Mohamed Salah. Today, reports came out that Liverpool are backing Arne Slot. They're not backing Salah. Yeah, and I don't know, man. That's arguably Liverpool's greatest player in the Premier League era, at least.
He is.
You could argue, he's arguably Liverpool's greatest player ever. But some people might say Dalglish, some people might say Ian Rush, some people might say other players, but this is a very, very special play in the history of Liverpool. And it looks like he's walking away alone lap. So, don't know what to say about that. But those comments, man, I was like, wow. Salah did not hold back whatsoever, man. He
spoke his mind. And when it comes to a situation like this, I'm normally player first because I'm so sorry. Even me that I'm a coach, I can't support people in power. I can't just immediately be like, the coach is right. But on top of it, Salah has not been good to start the season. But Gakpo has been awful. I think Gakpo popped up with a goal. Virgil van Dijk has been horrendous. We need to there's no sugarcoating it. I don't even think I'm over exaggerating. Virgil van Dijk has not been good. And Konate has been worse. Shocking. But the main 2 people that get blamed is Salah and Konate. So like I get Salah's frustration, but like my thing is that like especially with what the team going through right now, do you just run to the media and say that? But when you've done what you've done for Liverpool, I'm not mad at it. Like, would I have done it? Probably not. I would just gone to the coach. I'm like, yeah, I'm just let me go then. I'm not doing this. But him going to the media, I'm not mad at it. Like it's yeah.
One of my favorite things about it, he called out Jamie Carragher by name.
Oh,
Oh man, but Schlott looks like it's not over for him. Looks like he's got the backing of the team. So Liverpool, long may your disaster continue. I'm not gonna wish you any well.
me
Bright,
just too.
Bright. Oh, you know what else is bad for Liverpool, by the way? Milos Kokeres.
Will PU. I totally forgot about him. That Oompa Loompa, Willy Wonka salesman. Ugh, he's
The
not
first thing
good.
I say whenever I see Kokeres when I watch him play,
What?
yuck. Let's move on. Brighton won, West Ham won. Bowen's goal was ridiculous. That is a finish and a half.
That is a finish. That's first of all, Calvin Wilson. Okay. Okay. My bad. But yeah, that finish. And also that's why you never give up on the play, man. Like when I saw the pass come out, the defender got it and that man just fought for it. That was a nice finish. I also think part of it caught the keeper off guard a little bit. But hey, you don't win the lottery, you don't buy the ticket. So I think that was a good finish.
Then Jorginho Ruta, he scored an equalizer, which I personally think the bicycle kick was a foul. There was a handball. But again, I'm not a police officer. I don't like to call the rules.
I don't think you call that handball. I'm so sorry. Because it bounced off his thigh first.
Hey, rules are rules, bro. I don't follow them. I just
I
draw
you
between.
know no, I generally thought they were gonna call it once it bounced off his thigh first, but I think since it was like ricocheted a little bit more, they let it slide. But hey,
Yeah,
he took the goal well.
sure as hell did. So, points even. That was a solid game, though, man. I would say that was a solid game. Baleba got
Yeah.
hooked up again. Whatever, man. I have nothing to say about Carlos Baleba, man. He needs to really,
This,
really get.
remember when I said I think you said it too. 100 mil for DM. What has this sport gone into? That is
Bro, I
no
can find
DM.
players for under 60 million right now in France that will fix United's midfield instead of spending one on, but whatever.
I promise you, bro.
Speaking of United's midfield, Fulham took on Crystal Palace. Eddie Nketiah had a goal to open up the game. Harry Wilson's goal. Listen, take off my glasses real quick so I can stare at y'all. Listen, Harry Wilson's catalog of goals is a team, okay? Some of the goals that guy scored, if you just watch Harry Wilson goals, you think this was one of the greatest players to ever play. That left foot of his is a one. It's a special.
The the embodiment is can a white boy have some sauce? That cause like what the like every goal I'm just there like I don't think he showed up to training and does the regular stuff. He just be taking long shots, bicycle kicks, and he's a good player too. Like he's a good player. Man, his catalog is insane. Just reminds me of like just old Barclays players who just hit long shots. Like that was
Yeah,
their entire personality. Yeah, I'm just
yeah,
gonna bang these long shots. And a lot of them always seem to play for Blackburn.
yeah. And Portsmouth. Matty Taylor is very proud of you, Harry Wilson, and so is Nico Crenshaw. So
Or
there's a
Roque
lot.
Santa Cruz too.
Yeah, all those guys are so proud of you. Mark Gahey got the winner. His contract is up, actually. So
Mm-hmm.
somebody's going to be getting a bargain because that's a hell of a player right there. So,
Bro, he's 27.
no, he's like 25, I think. Because remember, he came from Chelsea's Academy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark Gahey is born in 2000. Yeah, he's 25 exactly. Yeah. Player, right?
That's he's gonna last for yeah, I think whoever gets him, first of all, do you think Chris Palace should have cashed in the summer?
Nah,
No.
nah.
I'm of that belief too. Like, hey, if we can mind you just came off an FA Cup here in Europe. He's your captain. Yeah. Where do you
No.
think he goes to?
In the ideal world, Man United, but probably he's going to end up at City or Bayern. Harry Kane apparently has been talking about getting him to Bayern. So, yeah. I don't know, bud. I don't know. But this game is one of those games that you just put on the TV and you realize how good Adam Wharton is. You just sit back there. And there's multiple things I want to talk about with how good Adam Wharton is. Let me adjust my posture real quick. What I want to talk about. when I watch Adam Warren play for Crystal Palace, I see multiple things. One, a really, 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 really phenomenal player. If you ever watched him at
Mm-hmm.
Blackburn Championship, you just knew he was off that ilk. There's certain players that you just need to watch them one time for a full 90. You're just like, yeah, you got that. There's a certain player I'm going to talk about later on, too. So remember this at the 17 minute of the podcast. Remember this, everybody. There's a certain player I'm going to talk about later on that I seen the full 90 of him, like, he's got it. So that's the first thing about Adam Warren. He has skill and talent off the charts. Most of these players do. I don't think people understand for you to play at a professional level, you're the top 1% of the 1%. You are that damn good. But also, the thing that I love the most about what Adam Warren's game is that it's built around him from his coach. His coach already knows how good this young man is. So his coach decides, you know what? I'm going to put my midfield in a certain way. I'm going to put my attacks in a certain way and put my wing backs in a certain way just so we can get the best out of Adam Warren. That pass he had to start the goal for Eddie Nketiah, that encapsulates what a real good coach does. A real good coach platforms his best players. He platforms his players, put them in the right position. And that's why I get so frustrated about United's coach. And I hate to make this United Central podcast, but it's also, I cannot stand football coaches who don't know how to put their players in the best position. Yes, I understand that these are professional athletes who should make things work, but make their life easier, make your life easier by putting them in the best position. That's all I got to say. Adam Warren was incredible against Fulham. Shout out to Adam Warren. You know what else was incredible?
Who?
Alex Iwobi. That's another player. Ladies and gentlemen, please, 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 I beg of you, go watch Harry Wilson's goal. We all love Harry Wilson's goal. Amazing goal. Who did the most work for that goal?
Iwobi. There's the players like Iwobi and Warren to a higher extent. They're the type of midfielders that you just, I don't want to say give an area to and they'll marshal it, but like you're confident wherever you know you're gonna place them. They'll like Iwobi's a more attacking midfielder, so you know I can put him as like an 8, let him do a little bit of a box-to-box role. You can ask Warren to sit deep, defend that area, but you know his passing and driving with the ball is still going to be pretty good. So once you just give them, you're confident they can do everything in that role, in that space. And Warren is, again, Warren is better than Iwobi, but Warren and Iwobi, players like that are midfielders.
It's so funny because I'm watching how well Iwobi and Chukwueze are playing for Fulham. And it goes back to what I love to say, and I know everyone's going to get tired of me saying this, but it's all about putting your players and platforming them in the right position. If Nigeria play a 4-3-3 and have been for the last 4 or 5 years, Nigeria would qualify for both World Cups. Because here's my thing. Nigeria has Olainoa at right back. You'll find yourself a good left back. You have Bassi and you have a center back, right? Your midfield three has to be Rafael Yandinka, because you need somebody at your base who can pass and also is very rugged. Oyandinka has both of that. Alex Iwobi's your box-to-box. Then you go find yourself a nice 10. Somebody who can play that creative role in that midfield. That's your midfield 3 pivot. Chukwueze a right winger. That's where he belongs. Lookman, maybe on the left. I don't know. You find another left winger, whoever. Osimhen. And that's how you as a team pick your zones and lanes. I'm not even a coach, okay? I'm just talking shit. You might not even believe me, whatever, but I know what I'm talking about. Let's talk about the standings in the Premier League before we move on. Arsenal are first with 33 points. Man City is second with 31. Aston Villa moving up the table. They're third and 30th. Crystal Palace are at the top 4 with 26. And from like 5th all the way to 13th, they're separated by 5 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy. One win moves you so far up the table.
Yeah. Chelsea has 25 points. Bournemouth has 20. Even Brentford has 19. This league is just foolishness right now, man. But again, we're in December. So things will start shaking itself out because that's what the Premier League always does. Let's move over on to Serie A over in Italy. We are going to talk about Sassuolo and Fiorentina. Tell me, did you watch this game?
Yeah, bro, Fiorentina, because I remember when you told me I was going to be on the weekend edition, I'm like, I have to, watch more games now. But I did not know they were this bad. I saw a video, like, just randomly in the week where it said Fiorentina is, like, historically the worst team in Serie A right now. Like, they haven't won a single game. I think they've drawn 2 or 3. So I said, nah, I have to see what's going on. They have a spirit of confusion going over them. Like, they're just not a good team.
Bro, they have drawn 6 and lost 8.
Yeah, what?
Their goal difference is -13. They've drawn 6 and lost 8.
That's just not like it has to be. They're not just bad; they're also unlucky because this is crazy. Like today, losing to like 10 men. So Swallow had 10 men, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Correct. But here's the thing, though, about this game. De Gea made a mistake that made it 1-1. If you're a United fan, this is something you've seen before. It was like one of those typical De Gea mistakes. A shot comes in at him and he weak wrist. Then the second goal, the corner kick, De Gea again. You want De Gea gets really small in the corner.
Flapping.
Dude wasn't even flapping. He was just small, and they
Yeah.
dunked. The third goal, they almost took the net off, but that goal was called back, and then they got in the goal eventually. But I was like, yo, De Gea, like, what is wrong with you? Like, you are historically bad. I think the only person worth saving in that team is Moise Kean. The rest of them, I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
The rest of them are Serie B players.
Yeah. It's bad, man. They're really, really bad. But fair play to Sassuolo, man. They showed up and they got their 3 points. Inter 4, Como 0. Como got taught a lesson. I think that's the biggest thing to take away from this game is they got taught a lesson. Tactically, everything else, they got taught a lesson. Cesc Fabregas had some choice comments after the game. I'm not gonna cherry pick some of his comments, but Cesc basically said, "Excuse me, I'm reading right now." That's why I got my eyeglasses on. He said it is an important match for us. Part of the process in growing, the maturity and culture. One that we want to consistently be involved in games like this. So that means using that mentality, coming here to play for the win as its only way to grow. There are things that we keep consistent in every game. Obviously, we are against top opponents in a strong atmosphere. But it's all about mentality. I want my lads to express everything they do in training, regardless of the surroundings. We always want to try and push hard in any game. And I respect that. You know, Cesc is doing something. But guess what, buddy? You got taught a lesson, okay?
Yeah. You got your pants pulled down. Like, you can't, like, they weren't attacking the full game. And I get it. You know, no fear, no, yeah, raw. And they were making chances too. But with the firepower, that Inter have, you have to be smart. I don't know. I don't,
Pick your battle.
cause yes, there we go. Like, you can't just die. Like, you're a young team. You can't just go out because this could derail your team. They could get mentally fatigued because they got beat bad. And then I think Inter were trying to embarrass them too.
Oh,
Because Inter
yeah.
were pushing for that fourth goal. They were pushing and they finally got it. They were pushing for more goals and goals. And you kept giving them the space. Like, I get at 1-0, okay, maybe we can do it. But nah, you need to be smart. Pick your battles, man.
Yeah.
Like, live to
So,
fight another day.
yeah. Lautaro scored, Marcus Thuram scored, Hakan Çalhanoğlu scored, and Carlos Augusto scored. So, yes, that's got taught a real big lesson there. But Nico Paz, I know you want to talk about Nico Paz.
Something like, okay, something I think is, how do you play in a loss, right? Like, especially as a young player, because as a young attacking player too, if your team loses, especially without scoring a goal, you could be like either like dreadful or just disappeared in the sea. I think Nico Paz played pretty damn good here. Not like anything amazing, like grabbing the game by the scruff of the neck, but he didn't let his team down. Like, he kept trying. That's one thing I like in attacking players, especially young ones.
Yeah.
My head is against this wall. I have to keep making stuff happen. I have to keep trying. And I'm pretty sure Real Madrid activated his buyback clause, if I'm not mistaken. So he's going back there. I don't know where he fits in that midfield, whatever. But they're smart too. Because if I'm a team, I'm tapping Nico Paz up right now. Again, not to be United, I think he can be a great Bruno replacement. He's tall, he's fast, he's good on the ball, like good at finishing and creating. That's a midfielder that if you want someone in that 10 or advanced midfielder role, or he can even play a little bit on the wings. I know we're just talking about Karen Yildiz. I think he's up there with him as like a creative, young, attacking talent. Nico Paz is it. He's Argentinian, but that man plays like a Spanish player. It's beautiful to watch.
Oh, man, I know I'm old because his dad played 98 World Cup. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
I was about to say,
Verona, they beat Atalanta 3-1. This is a very shocking result as well. We had 2 shocking results in Serie A. Sassuolo and Fiorentina are really shocking because
I think it is shocking. It's shocking that a red and like Fiorentina should have. I think Fiorentina. I don't know, bro.
yeah.
You can't not win a single game by December. Come on, bro.
So I'll tell you why this game was shocking. Verona were 19th. Only team worse than Verona in the league is Fiorentina. They had no
Yeah,
win until they beat Atlanta 3-1. Giovan was the best player in this game. He had a goal, which is really, really good, and 2 assists. One of the last goal was really good as well. But this happened again in 2016. I think at that time, Verona were like they lost or they hadn't won a game in 22 matches, and then they beat Atalanta. So almost 10 years later, they did the same thing. So I love Serie A because it's just the
it's the
most petty.
history. It's the history.
It is.
Syria is just a very strange place.
Yeah, it's very chaotic. Cagliari, they beat Roma 1-0, another shock win. They took
Yeah,
advantage of man Roma. They buckled down. They sat in 15th. They came into this game 15th, and they did their thing. So, I love to see the minnows do their thing, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Roma's little title charge. I guess it's over. I don't think it was ever a real one, but like these aren't the games you should be dropping if you're gonna win. Because Napoli, we're gonna talk about them later. They kept chugging along. Inter still chugging along. AC Milan is not a real. They're a mirage now. So you can't be
No,
dropping points.
I'll say this about Milan, right? Their coach is the one who would say this. I would never want to win one game 5-0. I want to win 5 games 1-0. That is what Allegri is. That is literally
Yeah, of
what he
course. Yeah, as a terrorist.
He's reversed as Fabregas. He's like, no, we're closing up, my nigga. We're getting 2 shots on target and we're defending for 90 minutes.
Literally. Ugh.
Yeah. Napoli, they beat Juventus 2-1. Napoli just had too much for Juventus. Rasmus got a brace. Good for Rasmus. Don't care. Give him some money and take him. Kenan Yildiz got a goal. That goal was really, really good. Great teamwork. But again, Napoli just had a little bit too much for Juventus. And Juventus have fallen off hard, bro. This was a team that used to dominate Serie A, and now they're just, I don't even know the word I want to use.
Not- And then they're just average. Like they're not bad. You can't be like, oh, it's a crisis. They're just so middle of the pack. And I think that's worse. Because at least when you're like capitulating, okay, we know what needs to be done. It has to be a drastic turnaround. Or when you're flying high, you're doing good. But just being middle of the pack, average there, you're just there like, what do we fix first? You've
Yeah,
already sold off talents like Hoisin, and there's a bunch of other talents they've already sold off. I think the only one they kept is Yildiz, but everyone else is gone. And now, so you can't be like, let's start over, let's look in the academy. You just lost. You're wandering in on the desert.
I got a question for you. Nico Paz or Kenan Yildiz?
I know I'm partial to Nico Paz. I know Yildiz has been doing it more consistent and on a better team. So I think I just have to go with Nico Paz because he's just. I think his highs are like Jesus.
Yeah, okay. I respect it. Here's the standings in Serie A. Napoli are first with 31 points. Inter are second with 30 points. Milan play tomorrow. They are in third with 28. If they win, they could possibly go to first. Roma are in fourth with 27, and that rounds out your top four. Como are in sixth with 24 points, and Milan and Juventus are 23 points in seventh. Yeah, they're literally just mid. That's
But
literally what
they
they're.
became Aston Villa of like 3 years ago.
Yeah. La Liga, Villarreal, they beat Getafe 2-0. They met the expectations. They do what they have to do. They are one of the best teams in La Liga. So they just have to win, and that's what they did. There was goals from Timbit Sane, which I call Tejan Buchanan because he looks just like Leroy Sane. So, 2 light-skinned dudes with big afros. And Mikatase, he scored the second goal, and that was really that. Alaves, they got a goal from the penalty spot after VAR review, and they beat Sociedad 1-0. So good for Alaves. Betis 3.
Sociedad have this weird cycle of being good for like 3 years. Then like for 2 years they're just randomly awful. So they're in the randomly awful thing. So they're in 13th in the league right now, if I'm not mistaken. So this is their period of just random awfulness.
Yuck. Real Betis 3, Barcelona 5. Nobody wanted to defend this game. Barcelona
No.
refused to defend. If you've ever listened to anything that we say on this podcast, that Barcelona play a high line, and they don't want to defend. And this was another one of
Dude,
those games. Anthony scored first, and then they kept pouring on the goals. Ferran Torres got a hat trick in the first half. Ronnie Barjai got his first goal.
Lord.
Good for him. Barcelona were amazing going forward, but defensively,
They're
PU.
bad. They're bad, bro. Even Kunde. First of all, Kunde, I know he played well this game. Shaky. Kubasi and was it? It wasn't Garcia today, was it? It was the other guy, Jared Martin,
Yeah,
right?
it was Jared Martin and Kubarasi as the center backs, and Jared Martin got a yellow card, and
Like
they off anyway.
they just don't like. Why you park? Why you in the other team box as a defender? Relax, drop.
Do you know who did play well for them that I really was impressed with? Mark Banal came off the bench and he did well.
Amazing. He's they just spawn midfielders. They spawn
Yeah,
midfielders, defenders, everything. Like Mark
they
Banal.
yeah, they let the old men rest in Lewandowski and Rafinha. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Hat
um,
trick for Fernan Torres though, but
yeah.
mm,
Lamine ended up getting a penalty in 59th. Diego Llorente scored in 85th, and Chucho Hernandez got a penalty. So it's just, I don't know, man. Barcelona doesn't want to defend, but they got their 3 points, and that's really all that matters, right? Like when you get 3 points.
especially with today's results too.
Yeah.
Also,
Athletic,
Pedri again. Pedri again. I know the Mbappe Yamal. My vote for best player in the world is Pedri. I can't stop it. Like midfielders deserve love, and Pedri is easily the best in the world.
I respect it. Pedri's amazing. And it's funny because a lot of people don't realize he's not a La Masia graduate. He plays like one, but he's from Las
He came
Palmas.
from Las Palmas, yeah.
So let's take a look at Athletic Club and Atletico Madrid. Berenguer scored the winner in the 85th. Nico Williams had a cutback on the edge of the box and he finished it. Atleti's 4-match win streak is over. The match was even, man. It was like 9 shots versus 8 shots. It's a very, very even game, but Athletic Club got the most all-decisive goal, which mattered. And good for Athletic Club, man. They're a fun side when they want to be. So
Yeah.
good for them.
And then this is back-to-back losses for Athletic Madrid, right?
No, this is, I think, for Atletico Madrid.
Atletico, they lost to Barca.
They did. They did lose to Barca, but they also had another win after that too.
Okay, they
They
did.
did have back-to-back losses. Yes, they lost to Barca, and this is a back-to-back loss for them. Yes, because
Okay, damn.
they beat Oviedo 2-0. Excuse me. So Getafe they beat, then Inter they beat, then Oviedo, and then they lost to Barcelona 3-1 last Tuesday. Then they now lost to.
They lost today. Yeah, this was supposed to be a bounce back game for them then, because I think Athletic Club is good though. Don't let me not try to downplay them. But I think Atletico should use this to exercise some demons from that Barca game, because they were there. That Barca team was there for the taking, especially that useless hotline. But yeah, nah, they should have won this one.
Should have, but they didn't. Real Madrid. Listen, don't be shocked if Xabi Alonso doesn't have a job by January, man. They got 2 red cards. Frank Garcia in the 64th, Aval Carreras in the 92nd. Willot Switterberg, he scored twice. His second goal was a nasty flick, bro. That flick that he had was disgusting. Very, very nasty work. Very, very good goal. And then they scored, dribble past the goalkeeper. I'm going to read you off some stats about this game. 20 shots for Real Madrid, 8 on target. 62% possession, 593 passes, 92% pass accuracy, 3 red cards. I forgot who had a red card for them, but it was bad, man. 8 corner kicks to their 1, and Real Madrid still couldn't do anything.
They need a striker. I'm like Mbappe is scoring goals. Mbappe is amazing, but he's not a striker. Because you can see teams, they'll just let them if they'll just like leave. Because normally Mbappe moving around, a center back follows him, right? So that's what creates space for either him to make that. Oh my gosh, my knee. That's what creates space for him to either make that run because he's faster than any defender. He can drop back, spin off them, or like Vinny, Goulet, Jude, Valverde going to that space, right? But if the team like no, we're not leaving. Like you're not. If a team stands their ground, there's no one to break it down. Because Adebayor is not there yet. That's not Jude's game. And Vinny's but one man. And if you double Vinny, get him frustrated, it's out the game. And that's what what's the team they just lost to now?
Vigo.
Vigo, that's what Vigo did. He said, "No, we're not chasing you. You come here." And like you, if you have the ball, come get it. Like come score. And so they need to switch it up. They need something.
Yeah, they need holy water. Let's talk about the standings in La Liga. Barcelona first with 40 points. Real Madrid second with 36. Ooh, that gap is widening, boy.
Bro,
Villarreal.
listen, it's getting spooky because I don't, and there's still one more Clasico to play, so maybe they can close it. But
Yeah. Villarreal, they are in third with 35 points. Atletico Madrid are in fourth with 31. That rounds out your top four. Espanyol and Real Betis are fifth and sixth, respectively, and Athletic Club is seventh. But yeah, listen, La Liga, it's hotting up, man. I would make this
who do you
joke,
think wins it?
Barcelona. I would make this joke because coach is not here. But there was a video of Tiana Trump basically talking about how she spent $30,000 for Nico Pepe's 30th birthday party and how she takes care of him. She doesn't want to feel like as if he's using him for money. So we do support love on this podcast, even if it's with somebody with an artistic background. We love love.
One love is love in it.
Love is love, man. You find love in the darkest places or sometimes the lightest places, but it don't matter. As long as they have a good man or whatever you identify with. Shout out to Nico Pepe and Tiana Trump, okay? Black love. Let's go over to the Bundesliga. Augsburg beat Leverkusen 2-0. They were clinical in the first half. Leverkusen cannot take advantage of their dominance, and such is life. You don't score, you don't win.
You lose. Leverkusen is just, I don't know, this season, like I tap into the Bundesliga. I don't watch the Bundesliga as much as I used to. I don't know why the league low-key bores me now. But I tap in every now and then. Leverkusen just always look blah. Like, just stop. Ugh.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get rated, but whatever.
Stuttgart, they hosted Bayern Munich and lost 5-0. This was a ass whooping in the second half. Conrad Lima had a back heel to open up the scoring. Very, very good pass.
Yeah. He's a good player. He's tiny as hell. Every time he runs, I just imagine Kyler Murray and I just laugh. But no, he's a good player though.
He's 5'11", bro. He's not tiny. He just looks tiny.
Word?
Yeah, Conrad Lima's 5'11", bro. He's not that tiny.
He's 5'11"?
Yeah.
The youth player, the midfielder, right?
No, I'm talking about Conrad Lima, the right back.
I'm tweaking. I was thinking of the short dude that just came through.
Carl?
Yeah.
Leonard Carl. See? Yeah. Leonard Carl.
All them Slavic people look alike. You know what I'm saying?
No, they don't.
To me, they do.
Leonard Carl is 5'6". That's the tiny man.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's beside the point. But yeah.
He's a German Labubu. Yes. Understand that. Yes. Harry Kane came off the bench and he got a hat trick after sitting on the bench. Harry Kane is a scary, scary football player, man.
And what kills me is that like he's doing it under the radar because people just it's the Bundesliga, they're not paying attention, and Holland and Mbappe are doing their own freakish thing. But this guy, he's terrifying. He's keeping up with them.
I'm just upset that Harry Kane never got to break the English record because he could have done it.
Yeah, I think. Do you think he would have done it by now? Because I don't know.
Yes.
These last 2 years, I see it.
Harry Kane is gonna go down in the annals of strikers, man. That is one of the greatest strikers to ever play football. Point blank, period. He's a freak. That's all I gotta say about Harry Kane. But yeah, the first half was kind of tight, but guess what happened? Harry Kane happened, and that's why I ended up 5-0. Harry Kane's a freak of nature, and so is Michael Olise. So you guys remember when I said the 25-17 minute about a play you watch once, right? Remember I talked to you about that, Tommy? Let's talk about that. So Leipzig, they hosted Frankfurt, and this was utter dominance from minute go. Conrad Harder had a goal, and then he set up Baumgartner, made it 2-0 in the second half. Jan Diamande. I remember when I heard about his story, and I heard about how he played in high school in America, and he went over to La Liga, and he got to move to Leipzig. So I watched him. I watched him for Ivory Coast. I watched for Club and Country. I said to myself, Jesus Christ, this boy is next up. This boy is a terroristic winger. He's a tall winger, a fast winger, strong winger. So he's got all the things. I'm thinking in my head, I'm just like, you guys have Ahmad and this guy in Ivory Coast. I was like, fair enough. You guys scare me. But he got a hat trick in this game. And I was very, very impressed with Yan Diomande. I think that Yan Diomande is up next. I think that the kid is everything they say he is. I know sometimes when people look at these players that come from Leipzig and you're just like, they play. I don't know, man. I just feel like he just has it to his game, man. He just has it. And I don't know. I don't know how else to explain that, but he
It's
has
just
it.
players that can just like you watch and you're like they make it happen. Like no matter what it is, you need an assist, I'm a got you. You need a goal, I got you. You need dribbles, you just need someone to like win the ball, win the fouls. They're going to make whatever is needed happen. Like
Yes.
you need to win. You need me to win a corner. Even I'm gonna do it like that.
Yeah, he's special, man. And I'm jealous that they got wingers like Ahmad and Diamande on the right and left, bro. It's gross.
Oh, don't worry. Soon come. Soon come.
Yeah, Hamburg and Werder was 3-2. This game was on here because it is a rivalry, a northern derby. It was a chaotic game, ended up 3-2. Josef Poulsen, who played for Leipzig, scored the winner. But Luka Vucevic, he scored a heel. So they sent him across and he scored with his heel. He's on loan from Tottenham,
Okay.
by the
Oh
way. So
yeah,
he,
yeah. I know. I know
yeah, the
him.
center
I
back.
know the name.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So good for them. Good for Hamburg for getting 3 points. Last but not least, Mönchengladbach, they beat Mainz 1-0. I know Coach is not on today, but Coach, I love you. This is for you. We did not rock with Mainz on this podcast. They lost, and they're going to get relegated. So thumbs down. Let's give them standings in the Bundesliga. So obviously, as always, Bayern Munich is first with 37 points. Leipzig is second with 29. Dortmund are third with 28. Leverkusen has 23. Hoffenheim is slowly looking up there. They're 20.
they're,
They're
they're,
fifth.
they're climbing.
Yeah. And then Stuttgart are sixth with 22. So that rounds that out. And Mainz are bottom of the table with 6 points. So Coach is very, very happy wherever he is right now. So
Boo
yeah.
mountains.
League on. Brest beat Monaco 1-0. They got a red card in the 60th, but they held on. So good for Brest holding on. Push up, bro.
Always hold on to breast.
Always. With consent. Lille 1, Marseille 0. Ethan Mbappe scored a winner in the 10th minute, and Nasty Men FC are down. So we love that. Good for Ethan. Congratulations.
Hey, bro, he's finding his own lane. I like it because I know he scored against PSG too, scored against Marseille. I remember his first league goal. He's a midfielder, is his own thing. He's still like 18, 19, and he's finding his own play. He's also he's a tidy player. I like him. Good.
Yeah.
Nah, it actually made me happy.
Yeah, Lille's in-game management was special. Their coach did a really good job with the in-game management, so fair play. Nantes, they lost to Lens 1-2. The battle of the table really was it. Nantes is like towards the bottom table. Lens are first in the table. Guess who scored again for Lens this weekend?
Tolvin, right? Is it Tolvin? Renaissance man, whatever.
Yeah, he went to go to Mexico. And he got revitalized in Mexico.
Listen, he had some tequila in Tijuana turned up. But nah, I remember, man. I remember him in his Wonder Kid days. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, and Westy Said scored the winner in the 81st for Lens, so good for them. Toulouse, they beat Strasbourg 1-0. Strasbourg are just up and down, bro. They're just Jekyll and Hyde. Some days they're good, some days they're not.
Yeah.
Don't do that 6-7 shit again. But yeah, they did that. They beat them. PSG, they put hands, feet, neck, and everything on Rennes.
With some youth players. Wasn't it? It was with youth players too. They got the YNs on them.
Yeah. I mean,
they really had the YN jumping them.
Yeah. They got all the French boys from Benelux to whip their ass. Yeah. Sonny Kavicha got a brace. Sonny Maloyus got a goal. Jeremy Jacquet got a red card, a second yellow in the 74th, and PSG added 2 more after that. So, yeah, I mean, it's the PSG Invitational League on, right? That's really kind of what it is. Nice lost to Angers 1-0. I only brought this up because another Ineos team is looking back. Anyways.
I'm hating.
Lorient beat Lyon 1-0. Red card ruined Lyon's day. And guess who got that red card?
Tolisso? Oh no, Matic?
No, Matches doesn't even play for them anymore, bro.
Oh. Ooh.
Ainsley Maitland-Niles.
The coolest guy with the cool penalty. What?
Leon
Useless.
tried though. Leon tried very hard. They had 7 corners. Lorraine had 1, but they still couldn't get a goal. So
God damn.
yeah. Let's take a look at the standings in Ligue 1. Lens are first with 34 points. PSG right behind them, second with 33 points. Marseille are third with 29. Lille are also on 29 points, fourth. Lyon are fifth with 24, and Rouen rounded out in sixth. Monaco and Strasbourg are 7, 8. And yeah, Nantes, like I mentioned, they're second. They're about to get they're in relegation zone.
Bottom.
Yeah. So
Do you think Lens holds on?
no. It's PSG. They had
I'm
to
about to
wait till
say,
8.
the better question should be, when do you think Lens falls off?
Soon. I don't know when, but it will be soon. In the Women's Super League, we had some shockers today. Arsenal beat Liverpool 2-1. Tottenham beat Aston Villa 2-1. Man United Women's League 2-1 against West Ham. Leicester
Go
City.
Jade.
Leicester City lost to Man City 3-0. But the shocking result of the weekend is Chelsea lost to Everton.
1-0. 30, wasn't it like 35 game unbeaten streak?
Yeah, the streak is over, bro. Yeah.
Done.
Watch more Women's Super League, bro. It's great. It's great.
Interesting. It's interesting. City's actually about to win it. I just hope we can hold off Arsenal for that last Champions League place, because right now I think we have a point on them. So gotta lock in. No more useless losses. Like today's game was too close. Please.
Yeah. Inter Miami won the MLS Cup. David Beckham becomes the first ever person to win MLS Cup as a player and a owner. Did it twice.
That's crazy.
Did it twice at LA Galaxy, and then now we did it with Inter Miami. Lionel Messi has won the 1,000th trophy in his career. Sergio Busquets is retired. Jordi Alba, I'm pretty sure, is retired. Suarez is going down back south. I think it's funny that Messi's the one who assisted Rodrigo de Paul for the goal, because it's usually.
I was just about to bring up that assist. That assist was so beautiful. Like the chest control and the pass. Hey, Unk still got it. But yeah, because even the commentator said, I remember I was watching the game, the commentator was like, Rodrigo de Paul has been Messi's bodyguard for all those years. Messi just repaid his bodyguard tenfold with that pass. I was like, all right, relax.
Rodrigo de Paul, and I said this last week on the podcast. Rodrigo de Paul is what Diego Simeone was to Maradona. Just protecting the franchise.
Just biting ankles.
Yeah, kicking ankles, not even biting. I don't think he knows how to bite. He just kicks. But yeah, that was that. We also have Champions League this week. We had some very, very fun games. We'll run off the list, okay, Tommy? So let me run off the list. We can talk about that. We got Bayern versus Sporting, Atlanta versus Chelsea, Monaco versus Galatasaray, PSV Atletico Madrid, Barcelona Frankfurt, Inter Liverpool, Leverkusen Newcastle, Madrid City, Brugge Arsenal, Atletico PSG, and it is some fun games this week, man. Some fun games, Champions League.
I love the UCL. This is it's football. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and this is our last Champions League until mid-January, so enjoy.
Hey, give this players a break, please.
You said give these players a break?
Yes, please.
Ain't no break. We got AFCON in like 2 weeks, bro. Ain't no breaks.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You gotta die. AFCON, you gotta put your body on the line. I'm so sorry.
Then we got some games tomorrow. In Serie A, we have. Oh man, there's so much football in this week, man. Jeez, you're right. These players do need a break. So tomorrow at 9 a.m., Pisa plays against Parma. At 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Udinese Genoa. And at 2:45, Torino Milan play at that time. Manchester United play against Wolves. And I won't be shocked if Wolves get their first win of the season.
I can almost bet they will.
Last but not least, we got our winners and losers for the week. Tommy, give me your winners for the week.
I bet. So first, let me see. My first one is Ronnie Bardarji, but whatever, Ronnie Bardarji. That's his first goal for his new club, and he got an assist too. Like, he's young, 19, still 19, 20, towards ACL, just coming back from it, and to be at Barcelona, especially in that attack where there's not space, I'm actually very, happy, proud of the kid. Another winner, Villa. They didn't score a goal first 5 games of the league, man. Did not score a goal. They did not score a single goal. Now look at them. And the winner, I hate it. I hate it. But it has to be Foden and Cherki also. They were definitely like criticized heavy. I know Foden last year, not criticized, but like Foden was bad last year. He wasn't good. Even to start the season, wasn't good. Cherki had to come in and like adapt, but like he's still playing his own game. But you can see he's picking it up. And I fear they're on their little win streak. It's coming. It's coming, man.
Well, guess what? We all fear eventually it happens. My winners for this week was also Aston Villa. They've turned it around. So shout out to Aston Villa. My other win is Yan Diamande. Again, got a hat trick.
Yeah.
That's my boy. Love seeing Yan Diamande do well. I did have a third winner, which was going to be Lionel Messi and Inter Miami because they set a record. Actually, we're going to go Inter Miami. They set a record. So Inter Miami, they set a record for the most goals scored across the entire league season, 101. And no team in MLS history has ever reached 3 digits. So they're the first one. And 20 goals in the playoffs alone. That record was LA Galaxy, who did that last year. So they're just breaking records and kicking ass. So, yeah. With old men. Let's look at the losers for this week. I'll start off my losers. First one is David De Gea. He was terrible. Absolutely garbage. Other losers, Real Madrid. You've lost your composure, fellas. You lost your absolute composure. And I have a third and a fourth. My third is going to be Liverpool. Just everything right now is bad. Yeah. And my fourth loser is people who support Ruben Amorim. You're a loser. So there's that. Go ahead.
Yeah. My first loser is like Militao, but it also extends to Madrid in general. Because like, first of all, Militao, he had to be like walked off the field. The injury looked, I don't know. Especially this guy coming off like ACL tears. Second loser, Juve. Like I said, bro, don't be mid. Don't be mid, bro. Never be mid. And they're not even good mid. They're bad mid. Like, don't be bad mid. So I don't know. There's nothing about that team that's just inspiring. It's ass.
Mhm.
And my third loser, for real, man, I didn't have one, but I think I'm gonna go with Ruben Amorim supporters. 12 league wins in 12 months. Word. That's what you're rocking with. That's your boy. That's your boy that you be with. That's your man. Losers.
Man, that's in football, man. What a sport. Ladies and gentlemen, please do not forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Again, I'm Tosin. This is my co-host of the day, Tommy. Thank you so much for joining us. Tommy, we really appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with Champions League this week. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Everyone, we're out. Take it easy. Peace.
Peace.